Summer is finally here, which means it's time to travel. So let's talk about summer travel in English. Hi, my name is Megan. Let's talk today about summer travel here in the US. This will be at about a B1 level. Don't try to translate every word I say. Instead, just try to listen naturally and see how much you understand. If you're able to understand 70 or 80 or even 90%, then you're probably around a B1 level in English. So let's talk about summer travel in the States. Summer is the biggest time to travel in the States. Do you know why? You can probably guess. It's because school is out during the summer. And here in the States, we have a really long summer break. Most schools have about 3 months off during the summer, which means that's plenty of time to travel with your family. Kids are out of school, the weather is great, and it's a great chance for parents to take time off of work to travel with their family. This is a pretty common tradition among American families. If you have the money for it, many families will travel every summer. Sometimes they'll choose a vacation spot closer to home, or sometimes they'll travel far and go to a different country or to a different area of the US. That means if you're ever visiting the States during the summer, you can expect things to be a lot busier. Airports will be a lot busier because more people are flying. Roads will be more crowded because many people will travel to their destination, and places like hotels or scenic spots might be busier than normal. Of course, not everyone is going to the same place though, because everyone likes different things. Some families really like to have a beach vacation, so they will go to an area that has a beach. Places like Florida or Alabama or South Carolina, where they can see the ocean and put their toes into the sand and just have a relaxing beach vacation. Other families like a mountain vacation where they can go hiking, so they might go further west to places like Colorado to climb the Rocky Mountains, or they might go to places like Glacier National Park in Montana or Yellowstone in Wyoming. A lot of families like to keep it simple and just go camping. You might go camping next to a stream or next to a lake, just anywhere in the woods where you can really get in touch with nature and have some peace and quiet. Maybe your family likes something a little bit more exciting, so you like to go to a big city. Places like Boston or New York, Chicago, LA, San Francisco, or Austin. All of these are great choices. But something I've found a little bit special about American travel culture in the summer is that we have a really big road trip culture. Road trip means you drive to your destination. But for a road trip, it's less about the destination and more about the journey. And a lot of families will do this. So they'll load up their kids, they'll load up all of the supplies that they need, and they will start driving. The goal is not to get to the destination as quickly as possible, but rather the goal is to enjoy the journey to get there. That means if you see something interesting on the road, you could stop and take a picture. Or if there's a small town along the way, you could stop in that town, try some of the local food, explore the town a little bit before moving on to the next place. If you're willing to road trip, you're opening yourself up to a lot of possibilities with some unique options along the way. The States have a lot of strange statues or monuments or even claims to fame all throughout the country. And if you're just driving slowly, you might see some of them. You might see some unique attractions like Cadillac Ranch, where people are encouraged to add their own graffiti and spray paint cars. Or maybe Lucy the Elephant, a giant building shaped like an elephant. Or even things like a giant fork in the road or the world's largest ball of yarn. Of course, along the way, you might also find some national parks, places like the St. Louis Arch or the Grand Canyon, or like I mentioned earlier, Yellowstone. These type of vacations are meant to be fun and relaxing. You don't have to have a strict schedule. You can leave whenever you want. You can stop whenever you want. You can listen to music with the windows rolled down. You can chat with your family. Another big part of a road trip is gas station snacks. snacks. If you stop at a gas station here in the States, there often are several snacks that you can buy. And a lot of people will like to pick out different snacks that they can eat while they are driving and appreciating the scenery. For me, I love a road trip, but if you're traveling with children, you might have to make a good plan before you hit the road. Long drives with kids can get a little bit difficult because younger children might feel bored, so having music or movies on hand is a good idea. But we also have road trip games. As you're driving, look at all the different car license plates and try to find a car from all 50 of the US states. Maybe they'll play a game like I Spy, where one person will think of an item and tell everyone what color that item is, and everyone has to look around and guess what item they're thinking of. So if I said, I spy something red in the background around me, maybe you would say the flowers? Or maybe this at the bottom of the vase. But really, maybe I was thinking about this small little logo, this small little icon on the corner of the book. Something else that can make summer travel really special is that some families will try a new destination every summer, always see something new. But some families will return to the same place every summer. And by doing so, they create a strong feeling of tradition and nostalgia. Every year they go back to the same places, they see the same things, they eat the same food. And when you have many years of memories built on top of each other, then that place can become really meaningful. So while travel during the summer can be more expensive, busier, and maybe even more stressful, if you have the chance to travel, it's definitely worth it. Whether you go to a new place every time or go to the same places, whether you fly to a national park or you take a road trip with your family, the goal is to have fun and make memories. So how about you? Does your family travel together every summer? If you had a chance to travel anywhere in the US, where would you want to go? If you want to practice your English, leave your answer to those questions in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.